Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video will be about, I'm going to show you guys a nice clean Grand Marquis that I seen. It was nice. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the Crown Vic. The check engine light did come on, and you know what all has to be done for that. Well, on that, stay tuned and let's get to it. Check out this clean Mercury Grand Marquis. It is, I think it looks very nice. You have your original wheels. You don't have the hub caps. And it's just a nice looking vehicle. Looks like it may be a 04 or 05. If you know what year it is, leave it down in the comment section below. But other than that, let's get to the Crown Vic. As you see, we have the scan tool here. We're going to go ahead and plug the car up and see what it is saying. We have the first check engine light since I've owned the car. I think I got the car at 96,000 miles, so I have put at least 14,000 miles on the car since I had it. Pretty much, you know, no check engine light at all. So this is definitely the first time. So let's go ahead and plug it up and see what we have here. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it up on the dashboard and let the scan tool, well, I gotta turn the switch on real quick and let the scan tool do its job. So here we have it, letting it, you know, load through its process. And we're still loading. And let's see what we got. Now this scan tool here, I don't think you turn the check engine light back off or clear any codes. It just basically checks it out. It's gonna run it back to the computer, and then they can give me a print off of what we have on here. So it looks like a number 1. So just one code, which is great. You know, sometimes you plug a car up, you got several codes. So let's pop the hood. They say it is the EGR valve or whatever that tool is, or part. So let's pop the hood, check it out. It's gonna sit back here on top of the intake and on to the back. So of course we have the cover on the engine. So this is one of the hoses that runs to the EGR, and it's right there. Yeah, right here that the plug is running into. So just basically check the connection, make sure everything is hooked up, ready to go. And then once if I decide to change that part, we have to take this cover off and that little bracket that's behind it to get this part off. But other than that, it looks like everything is intact. And this is the other side of the motor. Just make sure nothing is loose, because basically it's bringing back the exhaust or whatever they said, and you know it has to read a certain amount, and so something is it's not registering the correct amount of exhaust or whatever is supposed to come out that part. But now here we have this hose, as you see, that does run to it. You see how this hose is a little bent or whatever, and it is look like it's degrading and falling apart. So this could be the problem right here. It definitely needs to be replaced. It's falling apart as I touch it. So I'm gonna guess that this is the actual problem here versus buying that expensive part for the car. So we'll take this off and run into the store and see, can we get another piece of hose to go right here. And it looks like it has also a crack in it. And as you see, the light is on in the car. It just recently came on, so you know, go from there and see what the problem is. So hopefully it's just that hose and I don't have to replace the hose and the other part, because it's very expensive. For the most part on these cars, you know, they're easy to work on, but sometimes the parts can be a little expensive. And then sometimes if you got a not so expensive part, like you know, something that's behind the dash that only costs like 30 bucks, then you got to take the whole dash down. So I have had that happen. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and fast forward a few days. So the other day I did take the hose off, took it in the AutoZone to get a replacement. Of course, they don't have a replacement. It says a dealer part. It's just basically a regular hose, but you know, depending on certain places you go to, they don't know what they're talking about. But put it back on, drove it for a while, and the light actually went back off. So I thought I was gonna have to take the battery loose, you know, let it sit for a second, but it actually went back off. So maybe, not maybe, but the hose definitely needs to be replaced. So by me probably moving it around, whatever little hole or whatever it has in it, probably closed up or whatever, and it's back reading properly. So let's go ahead and crank the car up. The light, 1 second, trying to, okay, here we go. We'll crank this bad boy up. And we have a seatbelt light. Other than that, car, of course, the usual airbag light, it just always does this thing, but you see, it's off. There go the mileage, so, you know, that's cool stuff. So I'm definitely gonna go ahead and, when I get a chance, go to the dealership. Might be today or might be tomorrow. Yo, the wood grain is looking magnificent, my bad. Look at it, check it out. So I'll go to the dealership and let them order this hose. It does have like a number on it, so it should be pretty simple for them to find that one. The only thing about the dealership is that they're gonna want somewhere between $30 to $50 for that hose. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what they charge on that part. But other than that, man, the Crown Vic, you know, it's running good. No other things that I know of are wrong with it. So get that fixed, go from there. So hopefully I don't have to replace that $200 part, which I had the paperwork, it might be in the house, but got the paperwork. It's the EGR valve, and it's like $214 from the parts store. So I can imagine what Ford is charging for that piece, and maybe able to find it cheaper online. I'll see. Hopefully I'll change the hose and that fixes the problem. If not, we'll go back and put that new part on there. Real simple to get to, right there on top of the motor, so no big deal. But other than that, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know, the channel is definitely growing, and you know, I want everyone to share the videos and watch the videos, especially if people are out buying these cars or just trying to maintain them. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.